What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the official pre-show of the Career Backups. If you watch us on YouTube, you get to see us pre-hand. Get to watch all of our audio shit. We'll be tweeting out the link as we go live.
Just tweeted it.
Just tweeted it.
Yep.
I'm going to retweet it
Same.
because I retweet things.
I'm also going to retweet it.
I'm probably not gonna.
Retweet.
You're 5 followers. It's okay.
And most of them are in the room. So.
Yeah.
60% of my followers are at this table.
Actually,
right
it's
now.
more than that because I think Joey is 2 of them.
Joey's 2 of them.
Well, this podcast and then
Joey doesn't
him.
run our podcast. Twitter, I'll have you know.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Joey's-
whoever runs the Twitter.
Oh wait, I got to retweet Joey's Mr. Worldwide. I want to see if I can get Pitbull on the show.
I was sad no one commented. I just kind of let it go.
I
I was like, I thought it was a funny joke. I was wrong. I apologize.
They're loving this right now.
Did you guys ever?
That's
You guys
the
remember the
pre-show.
Monopoly game from
We don't have any
McDonald's?
viewers, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but they'll watch it live or they'll watch it recorded. You remember the Monopoly games?
Oh
from
yeah,
McDonald's?
because like there was some that really like Park Place was everywhere, but Boardwalk was nowhere.
Yeah, well, there was a story released today about how some mobster in Las Vegas had rigged the last 12 versions of the Monopoly game.
Dang.
He was like cheating to make sure that he'd always get the $1 million.
Who?
Well, he's
Just some
genius.
mobster in Las Vegas.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah, he like had a system run where like he was like forcing people to go to McDonald's and buy the things, essentially rigging the game. So the last $12 million like guarantee wins went to him.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Good
I wish
strat.
I was
Hey,
smart enough to
Do we
do
have
things.
do we have a backup of the week?
We do not.
Justin has to come up with it.
We should.
I
come
can probably
with
make it
one.
up in the time.
It's all on you, Justin. It's all on you.
Sometimes I just Google Florida arrests mid podcast and I'm like, we'll do this.
I had one actually when you started this podcast, but I can't remember exactly how it went.
Damn.
Oh, a new type of dolphin hybrid was discovered in Hawaii.
That dolphin could be our backup. Of the
I
week.
think we should probably make it the ex-cop who rigged the McDonald's Monopoly game.
Was he a cop?
That's what it says.
Oh, that's better if he's a cop. Why
Jerome
not?
Jacobson and his network of mobsters, psychics, strip club owners, and drug traffickers.
Why'd they need psychics?
That's a
That's
great.
a
No,
good
those are
question.
just things he owns.
Oh, okay.
Because it says strip clubs too, and I don't think they use the strip clubs to help in a Monopoly game.
How do you know?
You're right. That's a good point. Maybe you get a free show if you bring in a certain ticket.
I think psychics bring in a lot of money for like no work.
Yeah, probably.
Like that's all profit too.
Being a psychic seems like the dream job.
How did
Just do it.
so like did
Quit
no
the
one
podcast, become a psychic.
Yeah.
did no one realize that the same guy was winning?
Well, it sounds like other people were winning and then giving him the money. Like he wasn't winning it himself.
He had pawns.
Exactly. He had the psychics do it. That was their role.
I want to let me read. I want to read the story. That's what I want to do.
So we can see the chat if
I wanna-
anybody ends up watching.
If anybody ends up watching.
I would like.
That
to
would be
read
cool though.
the
Even
It
if
story.
says
just
two
one
people are
person
watching.
said something.
Oh, we do have 2 people
We
watching.
got 2 people
One
watching.
could be suing.
Shout out to you, people watching.
They should talk to us.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
I'm
pre-show.
pretty sure one's Mike Kramer.
If one of
He
you want to
said-
say hi,
he
you're
said
more than
he would,
welcome.
he would watch it for
Oh, there's Sue.
me.
I'm watching.
Hi, Sue.
All right. We're good with our sounds.
Okay.
You guys ready to go into it?
We're ready to start
ready.
a goddamn podcast.
Let's do it.
Let's fucking rule. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Career Backups podcast. As always, I am your host, Joey Bowser, and with me is Skylar Eckenroth,
Hey guys.
Zach Clark,
How's it going?
and our special guest, my wonderful brother, Justin Bowser.
It's nice to be here.
I wouldn't say he's wonderful in
I
any
would
sense of
say,
the word.
I would say I'm wonderful.
Yeah,
I
He's all
like him.
Yeah,
He does.
I like him too.
I don't. I don't.
Well, you were outvoted.
It's been documented on this podcast that you don't.
Yes. Actually, I changed my. If you were a celebrity, that's who I would fight. We thought it was going to happen this year too.
I know.
It's not going to.
It will happen eventually. Don't
Skylar.
worry.
It's getting bad though because like Skylar or Zach keeps working out, and I keep getting older and fatter. So it's not really fair.
This is playing into your
you've
hands.
got
Zach.
but you've got a solid 50 pounds on me and some size,
I
like
don't know.
length,
What do you weigh?
like 180.
Yeah, probably about 50 pounds.
He'll just sit on you.
Hi,
But
Sue.
you're definitely taller than me too. You have some length.
Yeah, but you got long arms. I don't know how the reach would be. I'd have to check it.
We'll have to check it after the podcast.
They sure
That
do.
was what I was worried about. That's why I've been working out so
Tail.
much for the last
Because
year.
of the reach.
because I didn't want to get my ass kicked. by
Like
you.
my arms are smaller. I had to up it.
Yeah, I always feel good because like I'm the underdog. So if I come out on top, everybody cheers. Like, and if you win, then yeah, the Yankees won again. Who cares?
Dude, I know. Whenever you made that comparison in the group chat the one day, I'm like, fuck, I can only lose things out of this. There is no upside to
Like
this fight.
if you win, it's like good job, man. You were supposed to win.
Exactly.
If you lose, it's like, oh, bummer.
and I think it has to be like kind of a landslide too. Like I don't think like I
Oh
can
yeah,
just
even
barely
if I
win.
like a couple body punches and I get you in the face maybe one time, I'll be like, yeah, I won.
yeah,
Take it.
It's like watching what's his name? What's the good boxer? The super good.
Muhammad Ali,
No, not that one.
Conor McGregor.
Floyd.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd. Yeah, like when he boxed Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Like the whole time, I'm like Pacquiao's winning, but that's not how boxing works apparently.
exactly.
Like he was still standing, so he was winning, right? Like
I don't know. I don't get it. Hey, we picked up another list watcher.
We've
here.
got 3 viewers right now, boys.
So, like always, traditionally, Justin, do you have a fun fact for us?
I actually do have a fun fact, and it would have been cooler like a year ago. But I was born on the exact same day as Andrew McCutcheon. And that's like Western Pennsylvania hero right there. So
That is.
Is your name Steele?
yes.
Steve.
He named his son Steele.
We've
And then we traded him.
Well, he should have.
I know,
played
but
better.
like that was really cool. Like I was like, when I found that out, I was like, that's cool.
so if we ever work with another podcast, we'll trade them Justin.
Yeah.
there you go.
Like
That
a
would be
full
perfect.
circle.
Yeah, full circle. This whole came. Maybe we'll trade him for Andrew McCutcheon.
Oh,
Ooh, that'd be good.
he probably helped us. get-
Wait, so
He's
the
got more
exact
than
same
2
day,
Twitter
like so you're
followers.
the exact same age.
Yeah.
and everything.
We were
Okay.
both born on October 10th, 1986.
I didn't realize you were that much older than us.
I think you're doing better than he is.
yeah.
That's just because he's always
Yeah.
around with us.
Once he
Yeah.
left, I was like, I'm the winner now. Like Pennsylvania likes me better.
I still have.
I don't
my hope.
think I don't think he's on a podcast in Western Pennsylvania right now
Damn right.
He
with 3 viewers.
might have been on Trevor Williams' podcast.
Could be 4 after we
No?
get that news out.
He probably couldn't have even been on this. Like nobody wants him on a podcast.
No.
People beat down Justin's door.
Every day. You know, he was probably good until he cut the dreads. And then they were like, I don't know.
Honestly, this is episode 21. We've been trying for 20 straight weeks to get Justin on
He's
this
just always
podcast, and
booked.
he's always booked. He's always on a different podcast.
And
You
like,
guys are in the middle of nowhere.
and then it's like, I guess we'll get Ethan again.
Ethan's. Oh wait, somebody just shut it off. Ethan was probably watching and then shut it off.
He's like, fuck you, man. He probably had to drive
If
here.
anyone would, though, it would be Ethan.
I forgot what I was gonna say, and it was kind of funny.
Cool.
Which is
Good.
little
Let's get a
disappointing.
basketball sound then.
What?
Justin, what's your topic?
So I brought a topic, and I know Zach's really into the superhero movies. So I wanted to bring the top 3 superhero movies and see what everyone's were.
This is pretty funny because Justin and I hate each other, but he picked his topic specifically for me.
I did.
Was that like an act of kindness? Like was it a peace offering?
I think honestly, it's a love-hate thing.
Yeah.
Like I hate you so much. I'm like, what would I do without you? So
It's like a Batman Joker thing we've got going
Yeah.
it
on.
really
It
is. It really
And
is.
all
What
of
would
it-
we do without each other? It would go crazy.
I'd be so bored with fantasy. Like just be random people I don't give a shit about if I
No one
be.
else just like seriously insults everybody every time they talk, and I can't figure it out.
Zach talks just because he's like, I wonder what Justin will say. So I figured we could do this by starting with our third. We'll go around, move up to 2, move up to 1, as opposed to giving a complete list. I thought Skylar was leaving.
I was like,
I don't
fuck it.
watch a lot of superhero
I was like, I'm
movies.
not really big on the superhero. I'm just gonna go.
Like this. Do Star Wars count as superhero movies?
Hold on, I gotta jump in here real quick.
Go for
I
it.
understand we're on a topic right now, but can you talk through the live stream here and let everybody know what's going on? So because we keep referencing it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess you're right. So we are going to officially be live streaming our podcast. They will be put up on YouTube. We'll tweet out the links once they're live. You can click on, you can watch. There'll be a little pre-show in beforehand. You get to see us be a bunch of idiots, listen to us talk about Monopoly.
Skylar and I will usually not have our shirts on.
Generally, they're not wearing clothes at the beginning.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I haven't figured
we're
it
not
out
gonna
either.
we're not gonna tell everybody why we're naked.
It's just this weird
I
pre-show
guess
thing.
I missed it. Like I got here and they were just getting dressed, and I don't know what happened, but
Sometimes I get here before Skylar and I don't know what happened. So it's a weird thing. But yeah, so we will be live recording. So if you check on the Twitter, we all tweeted it out. So we're going to continue to do that.
This
Come
is kind of
watch.
a bonus episode because it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, but they'll get it like a
Well,
normal episode.
Yeah, it's gonna come on the podcast app like a normal episode
Yep.
though.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the people who watch YouTube will get this a little early. You guys can always join the chat. You can chat to us literally through the thing.
We got it up.
Shout out
Yep.
to Sue for being the one to talk, first person to ever talk to us.
If you guys ask us questions in the chat, we will definitely answer them.
Yeah, we would like to do a segment one
as
day where
long
get
as we
any
notice
questions.
them.
Yeah, as long as we notice them. That bar's not very big, so if we get a little too popular,
That's going to be Skylar's
Fly.
job, though, because Skylar has the best look at it.
Yeah.
So,
Good job, Skylar.
And I'm the best looking.
yeah, that's debatable.
I don't know what that has to do with
Ju-
it though.
Justin's on the podcast now. You've got some competition.
we just discussed how booked he is.
Yeah.
I don't see you tweeting about other podcasts.
Let's go.
Pregnant pause.
I'm not saying
So do you want me to start with my third?
Yeah, go with your third.
Okay, so my third is Guardians of the Galaxy. Part of the reason that I love it is I had low expectations going in,
Mhm.
and it just blew my mind. I was like, superheroes can be hilarious and still be really good movies. That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember me, you, and Colin went and saw it on like a last minute decision. We're like, there's a talking raccoon. I guess we'll go see it.
That was literally 75% of the reason I went. I was like, there's a talking raccoon and it's Bradley Cooper. What? Okay, let's go.
It's also number 3 on my list.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
That's
look at
very
that.
exciting.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yo.
It definitely caught me by surprise, too. I went in with almost no expectation. I didn't even know who the Guardians of the Galaxy
Neither did I.
were.
Neither did I.
I knew Rocket Raccoon from Marvel vs. Capcom, and that was it.
Mhm.
I actually forgot. I had actually played that game, and I still didn't know.
Forgot.
I was like, are all tiny raccoons the same? How could I know?
It's a good point. I probably didn't even put it together.
And Vin Diesel has one line.
Vin Diesel's one line.
His two.
And like,
We are Groot.
and I really liked
2 lines.
I really like Chris Pratt going into Guardians, but he was just the fat guy from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's gonna be a superhero and he's jacked. I guess we'll see.
And he was banging Anna Faris.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that
Married actually.
That went south.
Not
though.
anymore.
Not anymore.
That went
matter.
south.
Doesn't matter. He was doing it at the time.
He was. This is probably part of the reason he's not doing it anymore. Is that movie is my third favorite superhero movie.
He also got super jacked.
Yes, he did.
So then their director decided to be like a racist or something.
He made pedophile jokes
Oh.
like 10 years ago. That's a
so
long story.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And
James
the whole
Gunn
thing's
forever.
so
Come
dumb.
on.
Zach, what about you? What's your third?
This was tough. It was very tough, but I ended up going with Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, I thought it'd be higher on the
Bummer.
list.
Yeah, me too. But there's 2 other ones that you can definitely guess that will be higher. But it blew my mind, and it might be just a little bit of a recency bias
Because it's so new.
because it's so new, and I'm like dying to see the second part of that.
Going into this, I haven't seen that movie and I haven't seen Logan. And those are the 2 movies that I wish I would have had a chance to see before making this decision.
Logan was very close. It's up there for most people, I would say. It's really sad. There's parts of it that are sad. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
I think you can put that together by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because of how sad it was, I couldn't put it up there.
That
I
makes
just
sense.
couldn't- yeah.
They're just the 2 movies that I really wish, because I think they could have fought with Guardians as my third.
Mhm. I definitely think Logan could have. Did you end up getting to watch it?
No, I
Joey?
did not.
Yeah, because I was supposed to give it to you
I
last
know.
Thursday and I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot to. Don't worry.
If you guys want any superhero movies, I can always hook you up of my ways
But yeah, I don't get out this way very often.
Hook you up, man. I got the goods.
Got the goods.
for a small fee.
Now, my number 3 is the main reason I wanted to watch Logan because I love the X-Men. They're like my favorite. So I was like, I really should watch Logan so I can compare it, but I haven't. So my number 3 is X-Men Days of Future Past.
Such a great movie.
Fucking love Days of Future Past.
I never saw that.
I love the
I have to
X-Men.
input.
I love the X-Men movies, but I have a really hard time separating them into which was which. And I think
and that one just makes it all even more confusing.
Even more
I
confusing.
think that's why I have trouble putting them in my
Putting them
top
in.
list, because
Now-
I'm like, I remember great X-Men movie moments, but I can't be like, oh yeah, those 10 were from
Well,
this
when
movie.
I tell you why Days of Future Past is my favorite of the X-Men movies, it's because I think it might have the greatest superhero scene in a superhero movie. And it's the fucking Quicksilver scene.
Yes.
when he fucking Evan Peters is Quicksilver and time just stops and he's fucking with all those guys and moving the bullets
Oh.
around.
That song's
Fucking
playing.
love
What song's playing? I don't remember. It's almost
Neither
as
do
good.
I.
It's
I
on
can't
level
remember.
with the opening scene in the original Guardians.
Guardians, yeah.
Whenever he's like
Just like the
dancing.
music in the background, somebody being an
And he's
asshole.
dancing like that. Yeah.
Yep.
It reminded me a little bit of the original X2 intro as well with Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah, the X2 intro is awesome.
That was one of my favorite X-Men scenes.
I haven't seen that movie forever. I
it
just
doesn't
remember that,
hold
yeah.
up as well.
Oh,
I've
maybe
recently
I won't watch
rewatched
it.
X2. It doesn't hold up.
You
as
want to
well.
remember it better?
Yeah, I saw it. We saw it in theaters.
Yeah, we saw it in
I
theaters.
with Joey in theaters, and I was just. I don't remember much of the rest of the movie, but that scene just blew me away.
I love the X-Men. I really hope if this Marvel deal goes through, we get a good, solid X-Men film because
I
I
think we
love the
will.
X-Men. Justin, what's your second?
My second, and it's debatable, I guess. So I don't think it'll be anybody's list, but Unbreakable is my number 2. It is a superhero movie about real life.
That's the Olympic dude, isn't it?
No, Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
It's really good.
Basically, M. Night Shyamalan is super weak. His bones are like glass. And he believes that he is on a side of the spectrum that is weak and poor, and he just got screwed genetically.
Mhm.
But he believes if that's true, the opposite must be true. And there must be a guy out there who can withstand anything. And that's Bruce Willis in the movie. There's like a horrible train crash that like everybody is killed. There's like one guy is still alive for like 30 seconds as he's bleeding to death. And Bruce Willis walks out without a scratch on him.
It's a super good movie. You should watch
I'll
it.
have to watch that.
It's
It
really
sounds
good.
the
I
premise
won't go
sounds
any
amazing,
further
yeah.
because you haven't seen it, but like it's just like, what if we found one superhero who was around in real life? He had the superpowers. He's not in a funny get up or anything. He's just he's
Badass.
got super strength and he can't be hurt.
That's awesome.
It's really good. And Bruce Willis. Is
I need to
fucking
watch
awesome.
that.
And I don't know if you guys have seen the previews for the new movie coming out, Glass. It's
Not.
it's getting a proper sequel.
That's awesome. Have you seen it, Skyler?
Nope.
Nope.
Unbroken was the movie I was thinking of.
okay.
It's kind of like
That's
the
close.
same name.
It was that is really
Very
close.
Skylar, what about you? What's your number 2?
I forgot. Joey, what's yours? Oh wait, no, I remember. Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I could watch every time that movie's on. I have to watch it.
I actually thought it might be your number 1.
No, it's not.
I am really glad someone said it because it's just hilarious. It's great for the reason that superhero movies aren't usually great. That's why I liked Unbreakable. It's the same way.
Yep. It wasn't your prototypical.
No,
It really neither
no.
was Guardians either. I mean,
No. Guardians is that I actually debated those two for a while, and actually Kick-Ass third with
I
like
was just thinking about that. Yep.
yeah, and but Deadpool kind of
they took Guardians to a different level.
Yeah,
well they R-rated it
Yeah,
firstly.
Exactly.
They are rated, and then they were like, what if instead of only making jokes between action, we just make jokes all the time?
Just all the time, yeah. And the cab scenes, I love the cab scenes. I love that little cab driver who he's friends with.
I still haven't
Got
seen
that guy in the
Did you
trunk.
guys see Deadpool 2?
I was just gonna say I still haven't seen the
I
second
did
one.
not see
I
it.
haven't seen it yet
Oh
either.
my god.
It's not out yet though. I don't think is it?
Is it as good?
I would say so. The thing about Deadpool was it was so different, kind of like Guardians. You know, it blew your mind. And Deadpool 2 is not different now. You know, you're kind of used to it.
We've become accustomed.
Yeah, but it takes everything you like about Deadpool 1 and just makes it better. It takes it to the next level.
That's
So you think
awesome.
the
I
second- you
really
think
want
the
to see
second one's
that.
better.
I think it's a better movie, but I don't think you'll when
Enjoy
you
it as
watch
much?
it, you're not going to enjoy it as much because it's not so mind.
It won't blow your mind anymore.
But you're going to like it. It holds
I need to
true.
see it.
It holds true to the
It
series.
sounds super similar to the way I feel about Guardians 2. Where I'm like, I think Guardians 2 is technically a better movie,
No.
but Guardians 1 I just love because of the
Well,
shock
one you
factor.
go in with expectations. Like
Well,
we said
two,
about
yeah.
Guardians, I had no expectation, and I didn't really for Deadpool either. Like I didn't know how it was going to be.
Mhm.
Like I had faith in Ryan Reynolds, but
Honestly, my little brother, I think I've talked about this before, but when Ryan Reynolds leaked that YouTube video, it was like the cartoon version with just him talking over it, but it was that scene, the opening scene from Deadpool. And I watched that. I was like, this movie's gonna be fucking amazing.
Did you see he tweeted like yesterday about how I'm still searching for that leaker?
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Ryan,
But-
that's hilarious.
so
He's
but
a
it-
great actor.
It was on YouTube for like an hour or something. My little brother watched it. He's like, dude, you have to watch this. I missed it. I was at work or something. I missed it. And then it came back on a couple months later.
Yeah.
And I caught it and I'm like, this movie's going to be fucking awesome.
it's fucking.
and it lived up to
It
it.
was a great movie.
So what's yours, Zach?
I went with Avengers. Just the original
Oh, the
Avengers.
original Avengers.
Yeah. That was one where I thought there's no way they're going to be able to make this work with all these superheroes. And then bam, it was a masterpiece.
Joss Whedon is just brilliant.
And it was like the first one I really feel like where they started to use humor to like kind of lighten it up throughout the
I
it's
agree.
a very
I
serious
agree.
movie the whole way, but they used humor at all the right spots. Every time they tried to use humor, it hit right. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I watched the Hulk Loki scene.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, that was just a great scene.
I wasn't really a huge Marvel guy, and I saw Avengers, and I went back and watched them all because I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I need to get into this because it's that good."
That's what really helps the Avengers because it was like a decade of making these movies to all get to this point
Yeah,
to finally see everybody together.
and it was unprecedented. You
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
seen that before.
Not that big budget.
Just that group of actors all together in one movie was crazy. It was like the Ocean's 11 of superhero
Yep.
movies.
And it worked. That's
Oh,
the
it
thing.
did,
So
it
many
did.
people were like, "There's no way this can work," because there's just too many personalities, too many stars, and they crushed it.
Fun fact: I almost did Ocean's 11 for the IMDb keyword this week.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I'm really glad I did it.
Joe, what's your second?
So my number 2, I'm assuming will be somebody's number 1. So it's The Dark Knight.
That's my number one.
That's my number one.
I figured it was going to be a lot of people's number one. I'm curious what your number one is now.
Yeah. So The Dark Knight's my number 2.
I know it. I know your number one is.
Well, let's just
Let's move to
past
Justin's
that.
one. We'll talk about his, then we'll do Dark Knight.
But Batman all around. My number one is Batman.
Batman.
The Batman. Batman 1989. Michael Keaton. Jack Nicholson.
Don't agree with it, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. But the and the reason I watched all three of them actually this week. I watched Batman, Batman Returns, and The Dark Knight.
Mhm.
And I just love the backstory they give the Joker. I think that was the one thing missing from The Dark Knight for me is
See, I like the mystery behind it.
There it
See,
is.
it wasn't the mystery. I had the scene where Batman, he knocks Jack Nicholson into the stuff and he creates the Joker literally 15 years after the Joker shoots his parents and creates Batman. That to me is just, I don't know. There's just the full loop there it's amazing. I love it.
I think it's a little cliche. That's just my opinion.
I think what ruined that for me was I think the first Batman movie I watched was like the George Clooney Batman. And,
yeah, that
But
hurts.
it does. It was a terrible movie looking back. But that was kind of what I was because I was younger. I missed those Batman.
Yeah, those
you know what I
Batman.
mean? I was too young.
Oh, I think if it wasn't for Justin, I would be in the same boat. Like
Yeah.
Justin's the one who introduced me to Michael Keaton's Batman, which makes me love him just as much.
It was just so dark compared to George Clooney. So like when I went
Oh,
back
yeah.
and watched that, even as a kid, I was like, this is
It was not for kids.
No,
at
it
all.
wasn't.
I mean, that was, and literally that's why they fired Tim Burton after Returns because they're like, parents were pissed. They're like, we need Batman to be for children. You got to stop that.
We should give him nipples.
But like, I limited myself to one Batman movie in my three because I love Batman.
Mhm.
So like, it's not that The Dark Knight isn't up there for me. It's just,
You have a Batman tattoo, correct?
I do right on my ass.
That's exactly it.
You want to show it to the audience?
No. No, I want to keep our 3 viewers.
So, like I said, Dark Knight was my 2. It's your guys' 1.
I know what your one is. Don't ruin
I
it.
wasn't gonna say my
No,
1.
we'll
I
get
want
there,
to
we'll
talk
get
about the Dark Knight.
Yeah, let's talk about The Dark Knight
Yeah, I
because
wanna
it's
talk about
still
Dark Knight.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's a good movie.
It's a good
2 thumbs up from Skylar.
Yes.
I rewatched The Dark Knight. I made my girlfriend watch it like 2 weeks ago because she was like, she hasn't watched any superhero movies, never watched one.
Wow.
And I was like, you have to. She said she'd watch one with me because I watched some movie with her, and I was like, I can't remember which one. Oh, it was The Notebook.
Ah,
And so I was like, what movie should I take or to make her watch to introduce her to this, to the whole.
Were you
thing.
gonna say superhero virginity?
Yes. And I was like, at first, instantly I went to The Dark Knight. I actually talked to my little brother about it. He said Guardians because it's a good one. If you don't
It's a
know
launching-
anything, yeah,
Yeah, it's a good introduction.
there's a lot of humor. It's easy to pick up. But I was like, no, we're going balls deep. with
Even
this
Dark
one.
Knight's hard because like Begins does have a little bit of it introduces some of those characters and you're supposed to know them.
Exactly. So I just kind of talked through the first.
You
part
kind of
it,
have
yeah.
to.
Give her
Yeah.
a quick introduction.
But she watched it and she was like, holy shit. She wanted to watch the next one, The Dark Knight Rises, because she was like, this is just a good movie.
Did you stop her from doing that?
I like The Dark Knight Rises.
It could have been so much better, though.
It had such potential.
I mean,
One
the,
of the-
the
the-
villain was just
the fire rose.
Well, they were so good in The Dark Knight. I mean, Aaron Eckhart was awesome. I know like everyone loves the Joker, but I think like Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face doesn't get the credit he deserves.
He was only Two-Face for like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, but
sucks.
that's one thing I didn't like about it.
Mhm.
I mean, I know they had to put a lot in the movie, and they, you don't want to have a 5-hour movie,
Mhm.
but he did very well, and it was like, oh shit, he was only there for 10 minutes.
Literally, that was Adri's only complaint. Was like, Aaron Eckhart, Two-Face was so cool, and he's gone now.
we got another one.
Oh shit, we're up to 4 viewers.
One of the really weird things
wish I knew who
while
they
when I was rewatching them, the dirty cop in the original Batman 1989,
Mhm.
his name is Eckhart. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, we lost him.
They came in, they're like, we outie.
They heard Justin had an ass tattoo. And they tuned in.
So
You brought it up.
Skylar, what is my number one?
I don't get Kramer.
You don't want to know who anyone is, Skylar.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck you, Kramer.
And we're gonna go down to 2. We can't start yelling
we can't
at
be
the
mean to
older
the
group.
only 3
I
people who
can't be
want to
mean
watch.
to Kramer. Is that what you're telling me?
You can't be mean to the only.
That's
Mike,
that's
you better
not fair.
keep watching because my only one wedding story is about your wedding. So a little teaser for
Mike,
what's
you
coming
better
up.
keep watching because maybe I'll give you some hints on how to finally fucking beat us in flag football this year.
Ooh, shots
Turkey
fired.
Bowl.
Champs.
But yeah, I mean, The Dark Knight, it's just a fantastic movie. I really want to know the movie he had planned because Rises, he had to be thrown together. I want to know what he had in plan for the Joker in the next movie.
It's a shame. So Skylar, what's my number one? You keep saying you know it.
This is ridiculously easy, Zach. Do you know what it is?
I think I do.
What is it?
Well, did you already do Guardians of the Galaxy? Did
No.
you already? That was what I would go with. He loves Guardians.
I don't think it's Guardians.
What do you think it is?
Do you think you know?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I thought it would be The Dark Knight.
This is so simple. It's Hancock.
Nice. Yeah, so Hancock, Will Smith as a drunk superhero. I mean, how do you beat that?
Charlotte Theron or whatever.
Yeah,
Charlize
Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
I
yeah.
didn't see that one coming. I didn't see it coming.
No, it's quick because Zach was right. My number one's Guardians. Yeah, I
That makes
fucking love
sense. Guardians does make sense. That it is a great movie. It was different,
Like I
but
said,
it's not The Dark Knight or a Batman. I don't get
The
it.
Dark Knight. Justin,
Please
you were there
defend
when
it.
I first saw The Dark Knight. We all saw
Really?
it together. Yeah,
Yeah.
you came at midnight.
Midnight
You and
show.
Oh,
Joey.
that's right.
remember?
We did. Oh, that was so awesome.
so
That was
The
so
reason
Save
long
you
ago.
guys the Indiana Theater was sold out. I had to save you guys 2 seats.
Yeah,
and it
remember
was
there were like people
hard.
in the hall in like the alleys sitting.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's
Oh
fucking
man, I
packed.
forgot all about that. So Joey, I think defend yourself.
so
How is Guardians better than the Batman?
Guardians isn't the greatest superhero of all time movie of all time, but since the question is what's your like favorite top three, Guardians is my favorite superhero.
Oh, that's
it's not
fair.
a better movie than The Dark Knight, but it's my favorite. It's the one I can watch on repeat anytime I want.
That probably is part of me with the Batman
Mhm.
because that was the Batman I grew up with, Michael Keaton, and even though the plot isn't as great and the effects they don't live up. It's from 1989, but to me, like every time I put that movie in, I just like get sucked in.
Mhm.
It's funny though that we're gonna end on Batman because
Played the wrong one.
Let the games begin.
I got nervous, and I just have them like next to each other. They're both like game drop.
That's
And
awesome.
I didn't know which
Before we
one.
go any further, are they always in a certain order?
No, but because we were talking about Batman, I figured I'd have him play the Batman drop for the game.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was just like, it was still a game.
So he
thing.
played the Saw one.
It was
just played
it was a
both.
50-50 shot. I had to get it
Yeah,
right.
you missed that one. That happens. It happens.
Do you guys want the keyword or the who am I first?
Let Justin pick.
I'll take keyword. Whoa, that would have been bad.
You're
That'd have been great for our first live stream.
That would
Zach
have
just
been
eats
White
the table.
fucking white.
That's the whole
out.
table.
All right, so Justin,
All right,
you can go first. Your first keyword is live action.
live action. That's weird. I'm gonna go The Truman Show.
Now,
Good guess.
Yeah.
Les Miserables.
no.
The 1989 Batman.
That'd be funny. Your second keyword, Morgan Freeman.
Live action. The Dark Knight.
No.
Darn.
Justin,
Is that me? Okay.
No, Scott, I guess. Always a circle.
Bruce Almighty.
No.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Your third hint, animated.
I know what you're gonna say.
Is it back to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Think of it like a snake draft.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I have no. I pass.
The Lego Batman movie.
Now.
Is that what you're gonna say?
No. Like, and so live action was the first one, and then animated was the second or
Yeah,
the
that's
third. clip.
throwing me
No,
off.
there was a
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get that Morgan Freeman.
So something that's like mixed with both of them, with Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Thrown in.
That's not a bad guess,
Yeah.
except for it's not, because it's not a movie.
That's not a movie.
No, I just mean because you're.
Wait, it's
Oh,
a movie,
I'm
right?
giving you a hard
It's a
time.
movie,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
movie.
Okay.
He has gonna do a TV
just
show.
pass.
later
Give me
for
the
that.
next one because I'm up next.
Lord Business.
What was that?
Lord Business.
Lord Business. I'm just trying to think of any Morgan Freeman movie. Now You See Me.
Skylar.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No.
Is it the Lego
Morgan
movie?
Freeman. in
Justin got it.
The what?
It's the Lego movie.
It's the
Oh,
Lego
It's not the
movie.
Lego Batman movie.
I've never seen the Lego movie.
Yeah, but
It's really good.
I haven't either.
I've
I saw
heard
the
it's
Lego
really
good.
Batman.
Oh, really?
who is Morgan Freeman? I can't remember him.
He's Gandalf.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've never seen it.
No, it's really good. I thought you
Will
might
Ferrell's in it as a person.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's in the end as a real person. That's where you get
That's
the
why
end.
the
it's live
beginning.
action.
Yep, that's why it's live action. That's why when you said the Lego Batman movie, I'm like, I just need to stay very calm and say no. Your last two hints, which just would have got on the next one if not. Glue,
Oh yeah, that would have given it away.
Taco Tuesday.
Batman, and your final clue was everything is awesome.
Yeah,
I
that,
would have got it with Everything Is Awesome.
I
because
think
know
everyone in the
song.
world would have got it
Yeah.
from Everything Is Awesome.
Is awesome.
So my topic, I like food. It shows you can't see me on camera, but I like the food. And I was thinking about this the other day. What is the best sandwich? Just broad topic. What is the best sandwich? What's your favorite
I'm gonna
sandwich?
jump in and just take this one right away. Simple sandwich, okay? Simple, not quite the simplest sandwich, but it's a pretty simple sandwich. Got great taste. Has a different mixture of textures behind it. The
It's not usually a selling
The
a point.
BLT.
BLT. Wow. Okay.
You get a little bit of crunch, a little bit of smoothness with the mayonnaise, a little bit of water, a little bit of moisture with the lettuce. I love BLTs.
Get that tomato juice too.
I mean, I like a BLT, but that seems like a reach.
Sometimes it's about simplicity.
I
though.
just love. We're all in fantasy football mode right now. That's a reach there in the first
not
round.
great value.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft it first round. That's kind of how I think about it.
Third round.
Sue just threw out one.
Mayonnaise,
Manny's
Manny's.
barbecue.
barbecue.
No, I've had much better barbecue.
Oh, and a burger. Look at them.
Burger.
Mike Kramer with
People?
the best sandwich is a burger.
Disagree.
Is
What's
I
on
a
your burger?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's not enough.
We'll wait to hear back from them. I will agree with Sue. Manny's is
man is
pretty
really
freaking
good,
good.
but it's
But
not as good as anymore.
they changed it.
That's
and
the
I'm
thing,
still
it's not
pissed
as
off
good
about
anymore.
because
that.
of the sauce.
Yeah, and the pretzel bun.
Pretzel bun. That's huge.
The pretzel
Going
bun's
from a
huge.
pretzel bun to a hoagie is just mind blowing to me that they would do that.
and like it's mind blowing.
Mike just said, "Well, you're wrong, Skylar."
Plus, like
It's pretty opinionated here.
now,
But Skylar did say BLT, so I don't know.
quick side note: is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
I think we had to, but
No.
like, are you saying anything? What about a hot sausage sandwich? Are you saying a hot sausage sandwich is not a sandwich?
That's
What's
a
a hot
sandwich.
sausage sandwich?
How is that different
What
than a
do you-
hot dog?
you've
So
never-
what's
what do
a
you-
hot sausage
You
sandwich?
take
take a hot sausage and put it on a hoagie
with
bun.
some onions and peppers. And
Yeah,
Put it on a
like
hot.
Coy's hot sausage sandwich.
I'll have
They're
just-
kind of
It's not-
famous.
It's not a sandwich.
That's
But it's in
that
the
is
name.
a sandwich.
I mean, it's a hot sausage sandwich.
A hot dog would be a sandwich then too, and I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich.
Well, that's kind of where I'm. Where's
about-
the line? Where's
about
the
a
line
hoagie?
for you?
Is a hoagie a sandwich?
yes,
Okay.
Why? What's the
So the
difference?
hot dog bun is the determiner.
yes. There's your answer.
All
That's
right.
an answer.
So
There
a
you go.
hoagie bun is a sandwich, but a hot dog bun is not.
Correct.
Interesting.
Fair.
I disagree.
If
but
you fold a
interesting.
pizza in half, is a pizza a sandwich?
If you put it.
What if I
between-
put a pizza in a hoagie bun? Does that make it a
Yeah, it'd be
sandwich?
pizza hoagie. Yeah.
But if I put it in a hot
See,
dog
you got
bun,
it. You
not a
understand.
sandwich. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Zach? What about you? What do you think is the best sandwich?
So I was trying to think about this, and was like, when I go to a sandwich shop, like Bob's on. All right, we have a comment. Any food item that
Sandwich is
Yes.
something between two items is a sandwich.
Oh, I completely disagree with that. If I put eggs between my pancakes, that doesn't make it a sandwich.
like
Valid.
the KFC sandwich with chicken buns.
No, that's not a. I don't even know what that is. I hate that whole thing they're trying there.
And actually, it's
I
not
like
cool because you
chicken.
get grease and stuff all over your fingers.
But
Like,
what about?
that's why the bread's awesome.
But what about the chicken taco? Does that make it a taco? If chicken is the taco,
Tacos that's a completely different
Egg
thing.
between
That's
two
another day.
pancakes.
if an egg between two pancakes is a sandwich, then I think I got mine.
All right, Zach, yours.
So mine, I usually go chicken salad. That's going to be a controversial
Chicken
pick.
Chicken salad.
It's
I
the
love-
best type of salad. Like
I agree with that.
it's better than the
definitely
tuna.
I'll give you
better
that.
than tuna or
I'll give you
egg. I
or
agree.
egg.
And I don't know. That's just what I always
it's a nice
gravitate towards.
easy. It's a nice easy sandwich, I guess.
It is.
When I worked at
lettuce.
I'm
Lettuce.
willing to take
Lettuce.
criticism for this. I know this is not the best pick, but
Dude, when I used to work at Valley Dairy, I would never pay for food. I just steal it.
Mhm.
One of the easiest things to steal was a chicken salad sandwich
was it?
because the chicken salad's already made. Just throw on bread stuff in your
Yep.
mouth.
Same thing at Panera.
Yeah.
The chicken salad, you just throw that on a piece of bread. It's already mixed together.
Yep.
They don't really keep track
Cooking
of it.
takes time.
Yeah,
people
cooking
can
takes
notice
time.
that.
People are like,
Yeah,
"Why do you
it's
have a
true.
hamburger bun if there's no hamburger order?" Chicken salad, easiest
Done.
thing, and it's delicious.
It is
I don't-
delicious.
Actually,
is
I
a really
like
good
this- I like
sandwich.
this.
It is.
I don't think it's. See, that's. I'm not huge. I'm not a big salad sandwich guy. Like, I don't think it's delicious, but it is the best kind of the.
It definitely
salad,
without argument.
Wow, I expected much more criticism.
No, dude,
for
I
that.
love
That's a
chicken
good
salad.
sandwich. That's a
It is
really
a good
good
sandwich.
sandwich.
One reason a BLT is better.
Bacon.
It has bacon.
Yeah, bacon is good.
Now you say that, but I actually think mine will probably be the most controversial.
And then mine won't be, I guess, because every other one is.
I was gonna pick the French dip, but then I was like, but you have to have the au jus sauce, and I was like, is that a guarantee that I can have that? And like sometimes you get bad meat in between, but the French dip's really good.
It's a good sandwich, but it's not a safe pick. I
But
agree.
it's not my pick though. I mean,
Oh,
it got
okay.
me thinking about hot sandwiches, and then I realized my favorite sandwich, the chicken parm.
The chicken parm sandwich.
Chicken parm sandwich is my favorite sandwich.
Never got into them.
I love the chicken parm. It's like a
I-
spaghetti on a sandwich.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
that-
fan
my
of spaghetti.
My problem is I'd rather have chicken parm.
Yeah, exactly.
like give me chicken parm.
Yes.
You don't need it on a bun, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you already got you got the spaghetti. You get more sauce. It can be messier when it's spaghetti. Give
See,
me regular chicken
my
parm.
It's
least-
also easier to eat.
My least favorite part
Yes.
about spaghetti is the actual spaghetti. So with the chicken parm sandwich, I get rid of the spaghetti. I add buns.
It's interesting. That is,
I like that.
Thanks, buddy.
I respect that.
I
'cause
do
don't
like chicken
spaghetti
parm
at all.
sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not a
Sandwiches.
spaghetti guy.
No,
So you give me
never
the
mind.
chicken, the sauce, and the cheese. That's all I need. I don't need the spaghetti.
What's that noise?
Joey was hitting his thing.
Somebody bumped
Joe,
my mic.
d-
but I think
don't
I
do
only did
that.
it once. So if it's
No,
No,
it kept-
it was.
no, it was
You
just-
were like doing this, and it was hitting it.
Justin, what's yours?
My favorite sandwich is the Primanti Brothers sandwich.
I don't like that answer.
We need it to be
You
more
have to pick
specific.
one.
There's
Okay.
got to be. What's your? What?
And
they
when
then
you
you
have-
go
always
there?
pick a meat.
They have one with hot sausage on it.
Okay.
It has hot sausage. It has an egg. It has French fries. It has the coleslaw. It's on that thick French Italian bread. I don't know what it's called.
French Italian bread.
Oh, I did.
was
Did I say
thinking-
French?
You
Italian
said
bread?
French Italian
It's on
bread.
that big, thick French Italian
bread.
bread.
I meant fresh Italian bread.
As soon as we picked up a viewer again, but as soon as he said that, I was like, "What the hell is French Italian bread?" Because
Yeah.
I missed
No,
something.
fresh Italian bread. It's it's not toasted enough. It doesn't need to be. It's perfect. You got your whole meal in just a sandwich. You don't need sides or anything because they're already on there, and it's delicious.
Mike loves that national
multinational
bread.
hey, it's like, hey, America's a melting pot. You know,
That's true, that's true.
Sometimes it's gonna be German next. The
I
German,
honestly-
French, Italian.
I'll
bread.
be perfectly honest with you guys. I have no idea what makes the breads Italian or French.
French
so-
bread. French bread has the very hard crust.
And Primanti Brothers doesn't, right? It's Italian.
Correct.
I think
It's got a
Italian,
soft
yeah.
crust to it. Okay,
Thanks,
that's
Skylar.
fair.
Filling
I
us
made
in.
that up.
Like,
Oh, okay, that's fair.
He's
Like,
not-
I have no
but
idea
he's
what the
not
difference
wrong.
I
is.
think and that's how I decipher between
Oh, okay.
the two.
like a
So
French
you
baguette.
didn't completely make
Yeah.
it.
Baguette has
French
the
bread
hard out.
usually does have a harder crust. I didn't know that was the deciding
I'm pretty sure
factor.
Primanti's is Italian.
It definitely is. It says it on the menu. That's how I know.
You just added the French in front of it.
I meant fresh. I was like, just fresh Italian bread. I might have said French, but I meant
I got
fresh Italian bread.
No, I you can't go wrong with Primanti sandwich. I prefer their Pittsburgher. It's their best seller. The steak, Pittsburgh steak.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
like
what
the
I always
classic
get.
style, right? Yeah. I mean that's good. The hot sausage though, I like hot
Or
sausage.
get the
That's a-
gabagool.
It's a mountain to eat, though.
Oh, it is.
a
It is.
mountain
It
to eat.
definitely
I mean,
is.
you walk out of there feeling like a slug.
Well, dude, the last time I went, I got the new one, which is the hot sausage with pierogies on it. That thing was even bigger.
They actually have a Reuben, which is really good, but it's
Yeah.
weird because it's not on the Italian bread. It's on
It's
like
not on marble.
toast.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Oh,
on
it's
marble
on-
it's a
rye.
Reuben.
Yeah, it's on marble rye toast.
Because that's what a Reuben is.
Yeah,
that's what
but
makes it
seriously, it's really good. That's why, like, I can pick one, but it's that
So you're a
style that
big
really
fan.
sells me.
You're just a big fan of Primanti's. though.
If I'm having a sandwich, yeah,
I got a question for you.
Hey.
Do you like coleslaw, like on its own?
I don't.
I don't love
No.
it. I don't love coleslaw on its own,
Okay,
but
I
it's a
hate their
sweet
coleslaw.
slaw.
It is.
It's
like
actually on
vinegar
Primanti.
based,
Yeah, exactly.
which is my least favorite of the coleslaws.
Okay, see, I'd rather have sweet slaw
But dude,
than the
You
regular
fuck with
anyway.
vinegar.
I do
Yeah,
fuck with
you
vinegar.
fuck with
I
vinegar
know
all the
vinegar
time.
coleslaw, but it's coming to coleslaws. I prefer creamy coleslaw, even though I fuck with
We got
vinegar.
somebody else. We're up to 5. Kramer said it's that German Spanish bread.
I have no idea. I have no idea
Mike's
about the
gonna have to-
nationality of bread. I
He's gonna
eat.
have to come on this podcast now, or he'll just watch everyone live stream and be a bigger
Yeah,
part of it.
but
Let's be a guest on the.
He's like
live
the
stream.
only guy talking. Even Sue's got bored by now. Like she's not talking.
She probably says a mute. She's like, I just can't leave because Sky will yell at me.
She knows what's coming if she leaves.
But yeah, no, that's by
Just kidding.
far
Women
my
beating is
favorite.
not funny.
A
should take
burger
a-
as a sandwich is interesting because a burger to me isn't a sandwich; it's a burger.
Yeah, I just yeah.
That's a different
I'm
thing.
with you. I'm with
like
you.
if we could
I classify
favorite
a burger separately.
Exactly, I agree. I never even thought about a burger when I was doing sandwiches.
All this has made me realize is that I want to eat some Primanti's. So let's take a field trip to Primanti's.
The other problem,
We can have
and
the podcast there.
I really
We
wanted
could.
someone to do it because it was the other one that was in my mind is breakfast sandwiches. I love me some breakfast sandwiches.
Me
I don't.
too.
I don't get on them.
See, that's
You don't fuck with them.
I do a lot of. I don't do a lot of sandwiches for like dinner and stuff, but like running through Sheetz or McDonald's and grabbing a breakfast sandwich. That's probably my most common
I
sandwich.
do enjoy a McGriddle.
See,
Oh, it's that bread.
I didn't want to bring it up because it's basically an egg between two pancakes, but
That's true. It's good.
No, I wish the camera caught your face though, because every time you go, you fuck with it, your eyes just light up, and you just like
Fuck
look at me
with it.
like,
Because I've never met someone else who describes things that they like by saying I fuck with it
It's
until
so
you did it on the
great.
podcast, and I'm like, I knew I liked him.
That is really funny. It's a selling point of the podcast.
Fuck with it.
All right, let's get that drop.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
I really didn't know which one you were gonna play.
I was debating on it. We played both last time. so-
We have a Who Am I?
We should not have let Skylar know that this is the drop board.
So-
I can see all of them because I can like.
Oh yeah, you got
Oh,
the mirror
yeah.
over
Which one am I
there.
gonna hit?
That's the Batman.
All right,
Let
Nice.
the games begin.
your first hint for the Who Am I? Justin, you can start again.
Okay.
I've been in rom-coms, action movies, suspense, and all types. I've also been in a few TV shows.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
Andrew Lincoln.
no.
Shia LaBeouf.
Your second clue. I once was the voice of a beetle. Of a beetle.
Ryan Reynolds.
No.
I think I guess him every time
Yeah,
we
you
play Who
usually
Am
do.
I?
Gilbert Gottfried.
No. I wish it was though.
Wait, anybody listening? Does anybody have a guess?
Don't. No, I don't. No, don't
No,
look. We
no,
can't look.
no,
right
we
now.
can't.
Can't look at the
No.
chat.
No?
Michael Keaton.
No. Your next clue. I've aged slower than all of my family and friends.
Brad Pitt.
No.
Pass.
Okay.
You've aged slower. I can see the guy. Who's the actor that plays Benjamin Button?
Benjamin Button.
It's Brad Pitt.
Oh,
He aged backwards.
yeah. What about who's the guy that was in the Pirates of the Caribbean? What's his name?
Orlando Bloom.
Not him. The other one. The
Johnny
big-
Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
I've appeared in a I've appeared in a movie by a famous author.
Wait, say it again.
I've appeared in a movie by a famous author.
Ryan Gosling.
It's a good guess.
Kevin Spacey.
No.
The chat has a guess. Just so you know.
Sylvester Stallone.
Pass.
You may know me as Dallas, where I'd give you a nice little show.
I know. I know it.
Matthew McConaughey.
Correct.
Justin just whipped our asses.
Nice.
He comes on the
Hits
show
you
and just
too.
cleans up.
What Beatle was he?
He was the Beetle in Kubo and the Thousand Strings.
Oh
I never saw
man,
that.
I was
I
trying to
just
think
kept-
of a Bug's
I
Life.
just. Yep, that's the only one, and that's why I came up with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was
for
the
a
only one I
second,
can
I was
remember.
like, who were the Beatles in the old Beatles movies where it was like the band, the Beatles, but I couldn't get anybody?
Shit.
Justin, I'm surprised you got it with Dallas.
Why?
I didn't know you've seen Magic Mike.
Oh, I thought it was Dallas Buyers Club.
I
I
went straight
I
to Magic
seriously
Mike.
thought-
That's what gave
Nice.
it away for me.
It was Magic Mike.
It brought Dallas Buyers Club up in my head, and I was
That's why
like,
I
Matthew
used-
McConaughey.
I used his name. It was a double clue.
I'm gonna be honest though. I thought it was Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
because
that's
that's why I went to Magic Mike.
Okay.
I figured if anyone went to Magic Mike, they get the chance.
That's who I was gonna guess.
I had no idea, and I was like, Dallas.
You probably got it
And I
on your
was
next-
like, oh man,
Jerry Jones.
When he was,
You probably would have got it on your next hint though, which is I really love Lincoln cars.
No, yeah, that would have been a giveaway.
And the final hint was I love high school girls.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The Lincoln one was a bigger
yeah.
Fun fact about Matthew McConaughey: I just watched an interview about him, and you know the line "All right, all right, all right."
That should have been the final clue.
Yeah.
right?
He said that was so basically it was the first time he was ever on camera ever. And the guy just said, you're like basically gave him the description of his character in Dazed and Confused. He's like, and they just were like, okay, and we're live. And he's like, he said he froze. So he just goes, all right, all right, all right.
That's awesome.
And that's how it all started.
love
I
Matthew
can't believe that
McConaughey.
wasn't the final clue, though.
Big Longhorn
You messed
Same
that
movie.
one up.
Same movie.
Big Longhorns fan. Hook 'em.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
That could make sense though. He was in Dallas Buyers Club.
Back to
And
Dallas
his name in
again,
Magic Mike was
yeah.
Dallas. Maybe that's all connected. Skylar, what's your topic?
So I was at a wedding yesterday.
Oh,
and
yesterday.
It is wedding season. So I always seem to have a great time at weddings because I drink way too much and dance way too much and try to do things that I shouldn't do way too much.
Sounds like an average Friday or Saturday night for me. so-
Perfect. Then tell me all your drunk wedding stories, Zach.
No, go. You go.
You had never actually said your topic.
I want to hear your drunk wedding stories, Zach.
You want to hear mine? I've one. Mike, are you still watching? He'll remember.
Probably. It was his wedding.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't remember it, but he probably will. So my buddy Kevin Winters and I was the best man. Kevin was a groomsman, and I guess no one else really wanted to drink like we did in this wedding. And so it was a really hot day. It was June something. Let's see what. Nope, he's not still watching. But so after the ceremony, we decided to buy a lot of booze for two people. I think we bought like 5 or 6 fifths for the two of us for the day.
Whoa.
Yeah, we went a little overboard. So I know I had a 5th of Crown Apple, Fireball. We had a bunch of other stuff. But as soon as the ceremony was over, we walk out to the back of my car. We've got a cooler back there with all our 5ths, and we just start chugging. And that's the last very coherent memory I have of the day. But I got so trashed in between just literally the time the ceremony ended and we went to the reception. And I forgot that I had to give a best man speech. And that's part of the duties you have as a best man. Well, I had wrote at the time I was living in Charlotte, and on my drive up, I'd thought about it a lot. And I wrote down a couple notes. And for some reason, I thought I'd wrote down a lot more notes. And I was like, I got this. So basically we're just trashed. I'm sitting there, and about 5 minutes before I have to give my speech, the DJ, I knew the DJ because I used to photograph weddings. And he comes over and he's like, hey, about 5 minutes until you give your speech. And I look at him like, what? What speech, bro? And he's like, the best man speech. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I like walk over. I stumble over my little brother. He's in the just seating area. I stumble over to him like, I got to give a speech in 5 minutes. And I don't even really know my name right now. And he's like, shit. Well, he's like, I think you wrote down some notes. So I'm like, okay, I got this. So I stand up, open up my phone. I had 2 things written down for my notes. It was a really good friend and older brother. I don't even know.
I thought about this on my way back from Charlotte.
A 7.5 hour drive.
And I came up with he's a good friend and like an older brother.
Maybe you were just being cautious and not writing down your thoughts while you were driving.
Yeah.
I mean,
either way, apparently I did a good job. My mom was the photographer. She said I did a really good job. Everybody came up to me and said
Your
I
mom
did a good
always
job.
do. Your mother's always going to tell you. To
True.
do a good job.
yeah.
So I guess
She's
Mike
a-
can be.
She could be a liar.
Mike is a better. I don't know if he's still watching, but his mom, even Mike's mom, said I did a good job. So I don't remember any.
You just
of it.
walked up
There's-
there and you're like,
She's
Mike's
a really nice lady.
Fucking
Come
great.
on.
I have Mike's in front
Passed
of his
out.
very religious family. Mike's the fucking best,
and
guys.
then passed out.
There's one picture of me from it, and my eyes are like going 2 different directions, and I'm pointing at the audience. I don't know what I'm pointing about. I have no idea. I think it lasted like 5 minutes. I couldn't
What if
tell
it was
you.
actually like a really good speech and like you just gave it because you were plastered and have no idea?
I don't know.
You don't know this, but when you get super wasted, you give a great speech every time.
Yeah, like you could be a motivational speaker and stuff.
But only if you're fucking
But
shit
only
faced.
if I'm fucking shit. I honestly don't remember. I remember like talking about a couple stories, but honestly, I don't remember it. So, but I think he might have it on video. I'd love to see it.
I honestly don't even think I've ever seen you shit faced. Ever.
How about
I don't know.
Probably the drunkest I saw you, Zach, was the night I said, let's shotgun.
Mike said, he started crying halfway through.
Perfect.
That's
even
another, and
better.
that's another reason. Tears, you get sympathy with the tears.
Yeah, that's true.
The drunkest I ever saw Zach is whenever we agreed to shotgun beers in his driveway, and I gave him my apartment key at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he threw it in the woods.
I shotgunned. I opened my beer, and then I thought I had it in my left hand, but apparently the same hand that I had the beer in is the one that had the key in it as well. So we were all shotgunning it and then slamming them. And as soon as I slammed it, I was like, "Fuck!" there went Skylar's key.
We found it. It took like
hey,
10 minutes, but we found
oh,
it.
that's not too bad. 10 minutes ain't bad.
It was a poker night, and about
It was like 3 o'clock in the
it was like 3 hands in. I realized that I wasn't winning this poker night,
Oh, that happens.
and
that
I
happens.
went straight. I'm getting real fucked up.
Poker
Yeah.
nights are good for that. Poker nights are good for that.
They are.
Even if you lose, you really don't lose.
No, you still have a good time. You just lose money. That's all.
Joey.
Sheep.
So I haven't really been to that many weddings or really gotten drunk at them. But fun fact,
This will be real well for you then.
but fun fact, I had my first ever alcoholic drink at a wedding.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were at Andy and Carrie's.
Well, you
wedding.
were 6, so how old? That wasn't my first. Yeah, that's
Joey-
about right. That's
Justin
about
was
right.
about
6 is about
20.
right.
20.
No, I was probably about 12.
So we were at my cousin's wedding.
yeah, we were at our cousin
Our
Carrie's
cousin's-
wedding.
Carrie's wedding, and I wanted a drink, and my mom's like, "Well, they have orange juice over on the table. Go get some." I'm like, "All right, I'll go get some orange juice."
Well, it's an orange juice.
Fuzzy navel coming at you.
Well, one of them was in a much cooler like glass thing, and I'm like, "That looks way better." So of course, I poured myself a cup from that one. Started drinking it, and my mom's like, "What are you drinking?" I'm like, "Oh, I got some of that orange juice," and she's like, picked it up and smelled it, and she's like, "That's alcohol," and I'm like, "It's really good."
Actually, and also at that wedding, I don't even remember that part, but you had champagne.
I did also.
Because it was super fancy. So and there was a glass of champagne at every seat.
Joey drank all of them.
There wasn't after
This is
a
the
while.
best shiny water ever.
But like Joey was the youngest, and like I said, I was there and I was like 12, and my cousin was there and he was like 13, and we were all at the table and they let us drink it. So they're just gonna let Joey drink his as well because there wasn't any water, I don't think.
Yeah.
The only thing at the table to toast with was the champagne. So there wasn't a lot of kids there.
So like 6-year-old Joey got to have some fuzzy navel and then some champagne.
It was a good time. That was a great wedding.
That was the only story then.
Yeah, it was really.
That wasn't a great story. So I really didn't think I had one, and then I kind of have one, but it's actually the opposite. I was the sober person, but it was still a crazy story. So I was at a girlfriend's wedding, or a girlfriend's family's wedding, and we hadn't been together very long, so I was being like super proper, so I didn't get shit faced like at all. I had like 2 drinks the whole night, and they were
For the record, I'm the exact opposite.
I was trying to like, I was trying to play it straight, and probably about, I don't know, hours and hours into the wedding, I realized everybody's trashed. Like this whole table of people, this whole group of people is trashed. And I'm like, well, that's cool, whatever, I'm just going to keep going. And so I end up having to drive the van with all the flowers and everything back to their hotel, and a ton of people. And I become like the guy.
the shuttle guy.
I did. I became basically the shuttle guy who had to get all the people who didn't have rides and all the I don't know, what do you call those things in the middle? The flowers and the
Centerpiece.
yeah, like all the centerpieces and everything. We had to clean out the whole place. They just kept loading this stuff into a van, and I was just like shuttling it back and forth to the hotel and back. And I was like, man, next time I'm just getting shit.
That's what I was
faced.
gonna
This
say.
is not the right idea.
Moral of the story: always drink.
Yeah, if I'd have been drunk,
Always
they'd have
drink.
got someone else to do it. And then that's how I learned my lesson.
What about you, Mr. Schuyler? You like to get drunk at weddings?
I have way, way, way too much fun at weddings.
What?
The one last year, this is one like people hear and they're like, that didn't actually happen. I'm like, yeah, it happened. So Sue was previously married, and her ex-husband was getting married again, and their son was in the wedding. He was like the best man. So he invited, and they have a good working relationship. It works out well for her, for Brad. So they do really well with each other. He invited Sue to the wedding. And this is when me and Sue first started dating. So she's like,
How did she bring that up to you?
I don't know.
I feel
but
like that's an
I am
awkward conversation.
so excited to hear this story right now.
so I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'll go. I already knew that, they'd been married, so it didn't bother me at all. That wasn't going to bother me at all. So I go, and of course, you're going to have some beverages at a wedding. So I start drinking and keep drinking and continue to drink. And next thing I know, they're like, all right, it's time for the bridal toss or whatever it is. So they go up or they did it backwards. Usually they do the bridal toss first. Well, they're like, we're going to do the garter toss first. So they pulled the garter off. So I go up. I'm standing there, And he's up there and he turns around and looks at everybody. And there's a decent amount of guys up there. Like, you know, some weddings you get up there and there's like 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to go.
There was a decent amount of people up there. And I'm kind of like off to the side. Like, I'm just going to stay away. Let's stay out of this.
Yeah.
He throws it. And sure enough, that fucking thing fell right in my lap.
You caught it.
Yeah, I caught the garter.
I wouldn't have caught it. I would have bat that shit away.
So I'm standing there holding it like, cool. So then Sue, the bouquet toss comes up, and there weren't that many girls out there, but she throws it. Sue caught the bouquet.
Oh
Sue
my
did that on
goodness.
purpose.
She did not. That's the way chance would have it. So I caught the garter, Sue caught the bouquet, and we had to do that at her ex-husband's wedding.
That is,
Oh
man, that's just bad luck.
That shit doesn't happen to
really,
people.
alcohol's not even really involved in that. That's just really bad luck.
Yeah. And it's weird because I mean everybody there who was there
Yeah, they would know.
for the groom. They obviously knew that he'd been married before, so they know who that was. It was just funny.
Yeah, just very convenient. That's a neat story though. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And now you're getting married, so like
yeah, it worked out.
it worked out.
It did kind of happen, yeah.
Joe, you better catch that garter at his wedding.
I did it at Kelsey's and then I had to put it on like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I'll never catch those fucking things.
It always seems like the girl ends up being a 12-year-old.
I go
And
hard.
So many.
I go hard.
The
go
competitiveness
hard?
Yeah.
kicks in. You're like,
Yep.
I'm catching this fucking
I'm like
thing.
OBJ over the back shoulder, one-handed grab. I'm ready to roll.
That's how I was at Kelsey's. I was like, man, I'm going to fucking catch
I
this
try
thing.
to
I'm having
find-
a great time.
I try to find like maybe stools I can jump off of to get myself an edge.
Make
I've
sure.
never caught one and never will.
That was the only one I ever
I've
caught.
never caught
I
one.
never will. At that wedding.
I caught one at Bert's wedding, but I gave it to the guy whose girlfriend caught
That
it.
happens a lot. That
Yeah.
does happen.
I didn't want to do that, but I felt like I should. Like, fuck you. If you want it, catch it. bitch.
Fucking compete harder.
But now, the best one probably though. When I was in college, I was dating this girl, and one of her roommates was getting married over the summer, and she was from Ohio, and her family had a pile of money. So we go to this country club in Ohio for this wedding, and I don't know anybody there minus the table we're at. Her college roommates. There was like 8 people there I knew. The place was packed. So I go up and I start drinking. They had like every drink imaginable. It was fantastic. I wasn't actually, no, I was 21. I was allowed to do that. So the night's continuing. I'm drinking more and more and more. And I eventually I'm like, okay, I've drank way too much. I have to go to the bathroom and throw up. So
I've hit a limit.
So I go in this fancy ass bathroom and there's a bunch of people in there. And I'm yakking so loud. I come out. Everyone's like looking at me. I'm like, fine. So I go back out, start drinking some more. It's a sensible thing to do.
Yeah. Boot and rally, bro.
Yeah. Go back to the bathroom, throw up again. Come back out, start drinking some more. Go back to the bathroom. Finally, we're getting ready to leave. I throw up again. We get in the Uber van. It's like a 25-minute drive to the hotel. We're driving. It's coming up. I can feel it. The Uber driver is literally telling me, do not throw up in here because it's going to cost you. So I'm holding my mouth. We stop in front of the hotel. I open up the door. I sprint through the hotel parking lot, fall in the yard, and just chuck everywhere in the hotel yard. And I passed out
Oh my god.
in the lawn of the hotel. And I woke up almost 3 hours later with a jacket over top of me and no one around.
They
You're lucky to get
there?
arrested.
I know. Yeah, I was behind a bush. I was lucky. I was sensible enough to get behind a bush
Yeah.
so that nobody really knew I was there, other than the person that was in the car with me, my girlfriend at the time.
She just left you there.
Yeah. So then, a couple months later, the girl shows everybody the wedding video, and in the wedding video, it is literally me and then everybody else at the wedding. It's me. I'm in literally every shot dancing with. There was like 6 old women I was grinding on. They're like, yeah, that's my grandma. Your boyfriend seems to be having fun right there. It was, I mean, I had a good time. The girlfriend was pretty embarrassed. But yeah, that was, listen, weddings are supposed to be celebrations, right? I'm not going there to just stand around.
I think you made the right call. I do. I think you made the right
I think
call.
you had the best night of anybody there.
Well, yeah.
When you guys
Maybe
come
not those grandmothers.
Well, yeah, that's true. A young stallion on them.
And this is an ex. I think it's hilarious. I think that makes it even better because
Yeah.
the rest of that person has to live with you in their pictures.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, the video is hysterical. I mean, literally, they're like walking around the dance floor. I'm dancing with every person there, and that place was packed. So I think I did well.
I think you
That's
did
awesome.
great.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
When
awesome.
you guys come to my wedding, it is going to be a celebration.
I'm so excited.
I've
for your
discussed
wedding.
this with Sue. It is going to be an absolute celebration.
So I feel bad because we did this topic. I don't really have any good drunk stories, but I hope after your wedding, I'll finally have a good drunk
have a
story.
good one.
There will be plenty. I was at one.
Yes,
the one I was
yes.
at yesterday. I ended up with a cowbell tied around my neck,
Nice.
walking around having random people hit the cowbell, with
cowbell.
the drumstick.
More cowbell.
That's what I kept yelling. I got a fever.
I got fever. That's great. I'm so
I
glad.
think I just need to be at more weddings. I haven't been to a ton, and I think that's why I don't have a lot of great stories. Joey, get married. What the hell?
Justin, get married. What the hell?
I don't,
Zach,
Zach,
get married. What the hell?
Yeah, that's not happening for a long time. Justin, are you getting married soon?
not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. You got it, Skyler.
Oh, you got the right one.
Backup of the week.
Who's our backup of the week?
You want me to walk you through this?
Go for it. I was reading the story trying to get the actual reason, but that is a very long article.
Yeah, it is.
Very
It is pretty
long
long, so
article.
we're gonna summarize it. And
If you watch the pre-show, you already know.
so
It's a good one.
There's benefits to watching the pre-show.
Yeah.
Skylar and I are naked.
you guys go to
That's
McDonald's,
the
right?
pre-show.
Who hasn't been to McDonald's?
So you know how
Yeah.
every year they do the Monopoly game,
Who
right?
hasn't played the Monopoly?
Are they doing the Monopoly game this year?
Yeah.
I used to love
I
that.
feel like
shit.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah,
I don't really go to McDonald's.
I don't either. I've been there.
I like their
years.
breakfast.
So, little known fact that was found out recently. The same guy has, well, it's the same guy who's getting all the money.
Yeah.
He has won the Monopoly game every year since 2001.
That's insane.
He has rigged it to win. He is an ex-cop who managed to rig McDonald's Monopoly game
For
and
12 years.
stole millions upon millions of
I
dollars.
mean, it's not really stealing. He won.
I
He's just
But from
smarter.
actually, what I've heard, what did he do anything illegally?
don't see. That's the thing. There's just so much going on.
Dude, this
here.
article would be like a 20-minute read.
So maybe
It was
he's
so
just like
fucking-
smarter than everybody
Look at
else.
this article.
Now,
That's
now
insane.
I'm going to tell you
that.
why he did something illegal.
Okay, yeah, hit me
Well,
with that.
I couldn't actually find what he did illegal.
James
Okay.
Jacobson's his name.
McDonald's sued him, and he is currently paying $50 a week to McDonald's for the crimes that he committed.
$50 a week.
Yeah, it's
I'll
a
do.
weird
I'll pay
thing.
$50 a week for $12 million.
Yeah.
He also did jail time. So
Well,
don't
maybe
get
not
too
that
excited.
But for 12 million, you wouldn't do a little jail time for 12 mil?
You know, is it like max? It's probably not max security or anything. It's probably not too bad for 12 million.
The odds of winning that game is 1 in 250.
actually was
million.
zero. Your chances of
For
winning
12
was
years, it was
zero.
in reality.
I think we should all sue McDonald's. Honestly,
Yeah, we should.
like I bought a bunch of hash browns to try and find Boardwalk, so I think they need to give me some money back.
I did a little math, and it would take to pay back that $12 million
At 50 a week.
At 50 a week. Oh, I did it 50 a day, and it would still take 657
No, this is 50
years.
a
so
week.
That's even better.
He's got a good return.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think the rest of us we should be compensated.
I like
We
that.
should be
That's a good
compensated.
idea. All right, we're gonna start it right now. We're probably gonna start a GoFundMe page because we need a lawyer.
We do need a lawyer.
Well, no, wait. They have those lawyers now that don't take anything unless you win.
That's true.
So we just gotta find somebody to pick
just
it up.
Find somebody. Yeah.
All right. So
Somebody will do
one of our
Pro
listeners.
bono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that's called.
Yep.
So one of our listeners who's a lawyer, if you want to pick up our case pro bono,
Dude, Adri's going to be a lawyer in like 4 years. We've
we
got
don't
a
have that
lawyer
kind
in
of
4
time.
years.
We don't
Yeah,
have that kind
4
of time.
years.
We
Come
got 4
on.
years.
We don't have that kind of time.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
We need it now. We got to jump on it while it's hot, while it's fresh in people's memory.
That's right. Because the more people you have on it, the more money you're going to get. 'Cause you're going to get per person money.
Yeah.
True,
So-
true.
We're gonna have to post something, get our followers behind us if they want in on it.
I know I'm just a
You're
guest,
just
but
leaving money on the table.
I'm staying. I'm in this now.
So
They
I-
might give me $50 a week for the rest of my life.
that would be
So
great. right?
I found it. I found out how he did it.
I'd do it. What did he do?
He knew people who worked where they printed the tickets.
Oh.
And so he would watch them print the tickets and he'd keep an eye out for the instant winner. And once he saw what city the instant winner would go to, he was sending people there and buying up the tickets.
But that's still lucky.
And then he was, well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. So to counter that, he was then also creating his own tickets inside the place that he would seal behind a lock. So in case he couldn't get the winning ticket, he would try to claim it ahead of time. And I guess once they claim a winner, they kind of start to take the pieces out of circulation. So if he couldn't find it fast enough, he would use one of his fake pieces, and then McDonald's would start to pull the stickers and never notice that there was a second instant winner.
That's definitely some illegal stuff going on there then.
Oh yeah, that's not legal.
Yeah, that's
No, that's super
not
illegal.
That's not legal.
But yeah, so I mean, he's our backup of the week, but like, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I wouldn't say that's a negative back of the week.
No.
I mean, he
no.
did
I
something.
think
wrong,
McDonald's
but-
is actually the backup.
Yeah,
of the league.
McDonald's might
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
that.
actually,
They
they,
replaced that a
got
little
sued a
bit.
bunch too.
Did they?
Oh yeah,
They
a bunch
should,
of fans
yeah,
sued them
see?
saying that their game was unwinnable because.
Well,
of
why aren't we in on that?
Yeah, we should be in on that.
Think
They
it's
could
too
pay
late.
us $50 a week for the rest of my life.
I don't know what I'd do with it, but I can do a lot of things with an extra $200 a month.
Justin, do you have
I
fun
could
being
buy
on
a
the
lot
podcast?
of porn.
I did.
I was just gonna
enjoyed
say
my
that
time here.
we could have so many porn subscriptions.
You guys could just take your money together and make this podcast like super updated, or you could just pay somebody.
What's not updated about our podcast?
Well, you just went live today. Come on now.
Didn't cost us a penny to do that. I'll have
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
Just
yeah, but think
24
what you
hours.
could do with those pennies. You could just
We could
pay
buy a
like
studio.
celebrities to come on and pay them like $600, and like it would just be your McDonald's.
I think they
money.
probably charge more than
Celebrity for
$600.
$600. Okay.
It's better than me. Come on.
That wouldn't buy a plane ticket for him to fly out.
We'll give you
Yeah,
$600
get
and you
Pittsburgh
got to
ones.
find your own
Just
place
find,
to
like,
live,
yeah.
your own place to stay, your own transportation.
You just get
Yeah.
local.
No,
local people.
no, they can stay
What,
here.
what about the coach you're always going to the gym with? He
Ben
might do it for
Ben
$600.
McAdoo.
Come on.
He's out of a job. so-
He's out of a job. He just
see?
made a big stink in New York because he started
I
criticizing
know.
their
See, he
players.
fucked up
See?
though. He wasn't giving any interviews, and he finally gave one. We could have had that
we
interview.
could have had the scoop.
See?
You did fuck
If you had that McDonald's money,
I haven't seen
You
him in
know?
a while.
That's because he's doing interviews, probably making the coach circle, trying to get a new job. So, Justin, do you have fun on the podcast?
yeah, no, I had a really good time. You guys actually are pretty advanced over here. There's like a bunch of chords, and I don't know what's all going on. But it looks really crazy. I was hoping someone was going to turn some of them knobs or something, but it kind of just sits there.
Yeah.
It's all preset.
But I know. But
You were
like-
on the other podcast. I mean, we look way more legit here.
Oh, the one we don't talk about.
The one
We don't talk about that. That doesn't
that
exist.
Joey dropped like in episode 5 or
Oh,
something.
that was the
like
best. That was the best. When you did the closing segment, that was awesome.
That's so sad.
Speaking of which, you don't really drop anything at the end anymore.
Hey guys, we
It's-
have an email at careerbackups@gmail.com. You can email us your topics. We'll do them on the show. Kern, we will get to yours eventually. We promise. You got a lot of good ideas in there.
I want him to come on the podcast.
Karen, you gotta
Why
come on
doesn't
the
he
podcast.
We got to get them on.
If
Yeah.
you're like JT, you email us. You say, "Why the fuck am I never on the podcast?" Next thing you know, you're on that same week.
Stalk my little brother.
Stalk your little brother.
Yeah.
Just constantly tell Kevin, "Why the fuck am I not on the podcast?" Apparently, Zach will listen.
I will.
Don't forget, we got the Twitter at Career Backups. That's where we will be tweeting out the live link for our YouTube video. You can come on, you can chat just like good old Mike Kramer did. And it's a great time, guys. You got to get involved with us. We're getting bigger. All them countries we're in, all the fucking legit.
Zach was supposed to have a drop made, so I made my own.
You told me while we were live today that I needed
How
to
much
make
more
the
time
drop.
do you need?
It was in the pre-show. Come on.
So as everybody knows, this has been the Career Backups podcast. We appreciate you guys listening. We hope you guys will reach out. Don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes or whatever devices you listen on. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We only got 17, but there's way more of you.
That was good. You,
That
were
was-
on- you just kept
Yeah,
going.
he's got
It's
it.
what we haven't done in a while. I felt like I
You
really
haven't
needed to
done
try
it,
I
though.
know. You have like
But then,
programmed
like,
in your
sometimes
mind.
you guys have this weird after stuff. That always throws me off
Yeah.
the bat when you do that. I don't like it.
Don't forget, if you are on the YouTube, there's a little bell icon. You hit that bell icon, you'll get a notification when we go live, and that's going to be every Thursday. So we're coming at you.
Thursday about 7:30.
7:30. All right, guys, this has been the Career Backups podcast. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Later.
See you.
Thanks for having me.